Hi Cancer, and welcome to your April 2019 general reading. So I'm going to pull you an additional guidance card and then I'll shuffle the deck, okay? Between Worlds, I absolutely love this card. The image just tells so much about the story. This is about leaving a world that feels grey into a very multicoloured world where life becomes alive and vibrant and full of joy because of the colour orange, which relates to the sacral area in all of us, and blue, which is about communication and creativity. Because it's shown up, it might mean that constant state of transition. A lot of people don't like being in transition, but there's no way to get where you want to go apart from to leave where you once were. It's part of the process, and when we don't like being in the transition, it's almost a pointless energy to resist being in transition because we can't get to the joy, the pleasure, the love unless we're in this in-between space. But let's have a look to see what it means. It generally shows up when there's other cards that are showing up. We'll see if that's the case, Cancer. So just give me one more minute. I just want to just do nothing but think of the messages for the sign of Cancer. Okay. Please give me clear messages for Cancer to help them navigate the energies of April. So let's have a look. What's behind you? The Fool. Okay. With the Ten of Cups. I don't know if any of you are feeling like that, but that's one hell of a beautiful combination of cards. What you want is the Two of Pentacles. And the Ace of Swords is the gift, which is the gift of clarity, of sight, of truthfulness, which is beautiful. The challenge is the Ace of Pentacles. Give me a minute, guys, okay? Relationships, you have got the Devil showing up. Don't worry, I'll clarify. The Devil isn't a bad card. It's a gateway card. So sometimes when we approach the energy of the Devil, we meet things like fear. It's part of the process, okay? Give me a minute. Four of Wands in your money sector. The Empress at a soul level. Now that's pretty outstanding, beautiful sort of vibe that you've got here, Cancer, I tell you. Then you get the Queen of Pentacles, so very, and then you get the World card. Oh my. It's so strange because my energy's gone straight to the Devil. Because when we're in the in-between card, a lot of people don't like it. It's a bit like the Hanging Man. So there feels like an energy of not quite fully being where you want to be, but in process. And that's quite often when the Devil card shows up. So what it actually means is you meet things along the way. Fear is a classic example. It's all tricks of the mind. And when I say tricks of the mind, ways that we do not take risks because we fear moving out of our comfort zone. When the Devil quite often shows up, it's got many meanings, but for some reason it stood out for me because the rest of your reading is, and there's no such thing as a negative card because the Devil card quite often speaks of an incredibly, because it's actually the Lover's card turned upside down because 15 goes down to 6. So quite often it can represent an extremely powerful bond between two people. But we'll find out more when we get here. So what's behind you is the Fool card, and the Fool card is about that exciting new beginning. Again, sometimes a lot of people don't like the Fool card because It's the in-between space. It's almost what they call feeling that you're in that void, that nothing's quite happening. Really, really not true. Everything happens in that creative space. From the Fool is coming the Ten of Cups, which is sharing yourself with other people. It's a very spiritual card in the sense of I have got more than enough and I want to extend my energies to other people. I am not saying being in isolation isn't, but it's a card where your energy is going outwards to others. The Empress is pretty much the same, and she's at your soul position for the whole of the month, Cancer, which seems to me a lot of your energy is going forward into giving and receiving, hopefully, and really is a lot of energy going into the vibration of love and nurturement. The Two of Pentacles is what you most want. So tell me more. So obviously, and the Ace is a challenge. So maybe some of you have been juggling. Quite often this Two of Pentacles shows up when you're very busy. And there's a feeling, well, I'm trying to balance things out. Work and family, relationships, and a really, really busy life. So it can be, just look after yourself, by the way. But I think you are with the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles because it's very, very high self-esteem energies. Yeah? So tell me, but it seems to me that you'd like more time to think, to clear, to spend time with people that you love. So some of you are having to juggle. Can I clarify the Two of Pentacles, please? Ace of Cups. There, the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups. This is pretty much the same card, by the way. So I've sort of got a picture of some Cancers juggling multiple projects. It quite often shows up if someone's self-employed and they work, or, you know, this is an awful lot. Some of you might be juggling two relationships and you're making a decision to let one go in order to embrace another one. Or remember, this can work in many ways. There might be someone in your life that's got this dilemma, and the reading that's showing up is the energies that are around for you. So there might be someone in your life who's having to juggle things. But with the Ace of Cups, really, that it's about mind and heart coming into alignment. It's the Holy Grail, essentially. And the Holy Grail is love. It doesn't matter how you call that love. And at a soul position, this is your radiance, Cancer. So very, very beautiful here. The gift is the Ace of Swords. You've got three aces showing up. The aces always represent new chapters. Always, always, always. They're gifts that come our way. And sometimes that Ace of Swords comes as a gift to dispel lack of clarity. So you begin to be clear about what you want and how to go and get what you want. Or you become clear about this juggling. You become clear about how you feel towards someone, about your work. It's a gift that comes unexpected and suddenly you see things, okay? The challenge is the Ace of Pentacles, which is very interesting with that two there. So why is the Ace of Pentacles a challenge for Cancer, please? Because the Ace of Pentacles tends to be something very practical in your hand. And because you're having to juggle, this could be juggling your finances, and you're still in very much having to juggle all month, move things around. Why is the Ace of Pentacles the challenge? Because of the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, very much that card. Again, very much emotionally overflowing. And then wanting to share yourself. Some of you, I have to say, I get an impression that some of you are working really hard. And balancing things out are a little bit of a challenge, Cancer, okay? Now the devil showing up in your relationship house, it could be a Capricorn, by the way. The devil card represents a Capricorn, or someone with Capricorn moon, ascendant. There's it's a very, very powerful attraction, the devil. Almost like you can't stop thinking about them. Yeah, no matter what you do, you keep going back. But quite often it means, because the devil means lived, spelt backwards, so it can quite often be that something's not fully being expressed, coming to fruition. Can I find out more? Give me a minute. Tell me more about the devil, please, because I'm not doing relationships this month. I'm going back to the weeklies. What's the devil card about for Cancer, please? You got the Emperor, which is Aries. Listen, it's an interesting combination of cards here because I can only tell you what I feel I'm seeing. When this could be an Emperor, this could be an Aries, but for a few of you, there's a really strong love attraction here. Someone is holding back their energy with the devil and the Emperor. Because that's what the Emperor goes out to build a house. When he shows up in a relationship reading, this is more private reading stuff. I always read it as someone trying not to feel what they feel. And then that's why the devil becomes this very, very strong attraction, because someone's not fully acting on it. I'm going to ask why these cards are showing up. Give me a minute. The Four of Swords are right, but that's not my card, okay? Why are these cards showing up for Cancer? Temperance. Oh, God. So, listen, Cancer, some of yous, this is what's showing up in your relationship, so this could be the other person. Temperance card comes right after the Death card. There might be people who are just going through an ending. They seem to be showing up in your relationship spread though, which means you've already met them, you know who they are already, but they seem to be going through stuff because the Temperance is a very vulnerable card. And you need that sense of vulnerability to be open. Someone's not being fully open here. They are restricting the energetic flow. I don't think that's going to be forever. I'm going to ask what comes after this for Cancer in their love relationships. Give me a minute. Okay. Oh God, no, hold on. The Three of Cups. So these angels in this card fly because they've released what was holding them back. There's someone who's quite tense here in your relationships. Now, I'm not going to go off in some mad tangent, but when someone's very tense, it's because they've not, there's unresolved issues here, to tell you the truth. Because that's how, there's unresolved issues, which means the flow cannot go very clearly. Because the Temperance card is showing up, I'm assuming there's someone that you're interested in. They might be going through the Death card, which means they're going through an ending. And it seems to be appearing in your reading, but maybe not fully coming to manifestation yet. Give me a minute, guys, okay? Money and work, you've got the Four of Wands, really good energy, celebration, good news, crossing a chapter, graduation, new job, okay? And it comes right under the Ace of Swords. Remember, if something is quite blocked from us, we find what is not blocked and we build in that area. And then we allow these three major arcanas, which are the hands of the divine, to take care of the situation for us. And then we get to keep our precious energy. vital to not give away our precious energy. So there's something really good around your money and work. Soul position, beautiful. You're the Empress. I mean, what to say when the Empress shows up in a soul position? She's a divine feminine, who's love, by the way. And that's where you're coming from. And not only that, you're holding this Venus symbol. It sort of makes me laugh. It's like you are this magnet for attracting love. And that's why I found it very strange that the energy in your relationship, and actually the Emperor and the Empress are a married couple, by the way. There's a relationship showing up here, which is very powerful. I can't help feeling there's a blocking energy with it. I'm going to ask, you know, I don't know why the person's blocking themselves. Well, it's always through fear, by the way. And fear is the past that we've not fully resolved. That's all I can feel here. Because you're coming from this outstanding, beautiful, beautiful energy. I would not waste a drop of that, guys, by the way. And then you get the Queen of Pentacles. Again, this could be an earth sign. Or again, it's very much like the Empress. They both represent the earth element. Mother Nature, well-being, self-esteem, very, very high boundaries. And then you get the World card. So something is completing itself, and it's about a relationship. Look. Now that is very interesting, because when the World card and the lovers show up together, this is something, you know, when you've got a big jigsaw and the final pieces are being put in the puzzle. That's the World card and the Lovers card. That's the end of April. And there's some very interesting and very powerful energy showing up for you in your relationship house. I cannot help feeling, so in esoteric wisdom, when we get to the Devil, we meet trials and tribulations. But you know, they call the myths and the legends. That's what we're here to overcome in order to get the World and the Lovers card. So fear is the classic one. I want to go forward in this direction, but meeting fear. It's probably the most potent one. I've been hurt before, and I don't want to be hurt again. And it's those, because this planet's got 7 rings around it, and that's the rings that we need to overcome. It's a bit like Lord of the Rings, by the way, to get to the final outcome. And either you or the person that you're interested in is having to deal with these issues, by the way. There is no other way for me to read this reading. But boy, by the looks of it, it's going to this final and very beautiful outcome. And I'm actually going to ask what connects both these cards, and I don't even want to, because I want to leave yet the Star card. Grace. Grace is in charge of everything. Which means for some, this might only be for a few people watching, by the way. You know the score, Cancer. We change our world by changing who we are in the present moment. If it's not for you, you just send out good vibes. But there's a relationship here, and Grace is in charge of it. So after the Devil, we come through the rings, we get to the Tower, we dismantle all belief systems, and then we reach Grace, which is the Star card. And it seems to be combining. This is all about a relationship. I think for some of you, there's a long story that's coming to conclusion. It's a little bit powerful, Cancer, to tell you the truth. See if there's any other additional guidance. Yeah, and that's what the in-between world card meant. Anything else? Yeah. Here you go. Got the soulmate card. And most of you know, A soulmate is someone who helps us to grow into our soul, which is always through challenges, and all challenges always lead to resolution, and that's exactly where this energy is going. Very, very stunning reading, Cancer, to tell the truth. I'll have it if you don't want it. The devil doesn't bother me because it's just part of the path. And when we see it as part of the path, it no longer bothers us either. I think if this is you or someone that you're interested in, I think they're going to overcome the limitations. But it's not in our time. It's in the hands of grace all the time. And it's always about the outer planets in astrology hitting one of our personal planets. That's what changes everything. So, if you want a personal reading with me, my email's in the About section, Cancer. Loads of love. That was a real privilege of a reading to do. Actually, I don't know why something incredibly powerful being weaved together here. And if you don't give any power to these obstacles, they have no more power over you. Just breathe and allow. And when I see the devil, I know what it is, and I just smile at it. Okay, loads of love. Bye.